Hello, everyone. Welcome to, this is for ITS 372. So in this video, I'm going to go over how to solve the task, the second of the 3 tasks in the DNS attacks lab. Right. So the issue that we were having is that the 2 VMs weren't talking to each other. So as you can see, I have here 2 VMs, C2004 and C2004 clone. When I created these VMs, I created a clone. I think they have to be off actually. So I would have to turn them off right now to be able to see the setting, but I just did clone, and I believe I said in the settings that it should create new MAC addresses, and I believe that was all, and that they should also not be linked, but instead it should be a full new copy. Those were the only settings. So I have the 2 VMs here, and I want to show you basically what it looks like for me. So one is called 2004. The other one is 2004 clone. Okay, so if we look, the IPs that I'm using, if I do if config, the IPs are for this interface, the ENP 0S3. So the IP addresses are 10.0.2.15. If I go to the other machine, if config, and the IP is 10.0.2.4. So if I ping from here 10.0.2.15, I'm able to reach it. Okay, that's good. And then I go to the other one. I should be able to ping 10.0.2.4. And I'm also able to reach it. So the machines are able to talk. However, let's look at the configuration for these machines. So we'll start with seed 2004, the original one. So we can go to devices. We can click on network and network settings. And you can see here in adapter 1, I have selected NAT network and here NAT network. Okay. Now notice over here in the advanced setting that I have set the promiscuous mode to allow all. And that basically allows an interface to capture all packets, not just the packets directed at it. So that's an important feature. Notice that the MAC address here ends with F1ED. So it's got a different MAC address. Okay, you can see the settings there. That's for the original clone. So let's close this. Now I'm going to go to the, need to go to the other VM in VirtualBox. Again, this is 2004 clone. You can see the name there. I go to network settings, adapter 1, NAT network, NAT network. You look at advanced, you can see promiscuous mode is set to allow all. And you can see that the MAC address is different. So that's an important thing, that they should both have different MAC addresses. This one ends with A31. So these are the settings for the second machine. So now I can go to the, I'm in clone. So if you remember, we have clone, we have victim, we have DNS client, DNS server, and attacker. So in this case, the DNS server is down. It has been taken down by denial of service attack, etc. So we really just have DNS client and attacker. So clone will be attacker. So I'm going to go ahead and run the command. So you can see here, I have sudo networks 105-h calixbank3200.com. I'm going to change this address to be just something else. Let's say 567. Let's make it 56007, right? So let's do something that kind of we know. So 5007, and hopefully that IP is not taken. So then you can go over here, and I just changed this to be Calix Bank 3200. It shouldn't matter. And then here, actually, because it's in promiscuous mode, now it shouldn't matter, but, you know, let's just keep it at 10.0.2.15. This is the IP address of the client, DNS client, okay? And that shouldn't matter that much either. The interface does matter, so remember it's ENP0S3, and the filter definitely matters. So in this case, the attacker machine is 10.0.2.4. So the client machine, client DNS, the one that is issuing the DNS query, is 10.0.2.15, right? So then we want to scan all packets where the source IP is 10.0.2.15. All right, so I'm going to click on this. So it is running now on the clone, which is the attacker. Now I'm going to go to the DNS client. So this is DNS client, which is 20.04, not clone. I do if config. This should be 10.0.2.15. There it is. That's the IP address, 10.0.2.15. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to issue the dig command. So, and it's going to be, so I'm going to do actually clear here. And you can see I can ping it, but I also want to do a dig first for the specific. Okay, and then I'm going to do the ping command. Ping command. All right, and you can see here is the response 500 or 5007. Okay, so you can see we ping calixbank32.com, and what's important is that the DNS query went from C2004 to DNS to the attacker, and you can see also that we were able to trigger, in fact, the networks command because we have all this output, right? So we have all this output here. In particular, you can see that you know, we sent 5007, okay? And so that's the basic idea here. We can repeat this exercise. I'm going to kill this, and I'm going to just change this back to you know, 5, let's say another one, 5997, right? So 5997 will be the new IP address that is served from one machine to the other. It's listening on the network. Now I'm going to go to the client. See this one. I'm going to do clear. If config, this is 10.0.2.15. 10.0.2.15 now issues the ping for bank 32. Okay. And this one. And there it is. So there's the response now. And it provided 5997, as you can see, 5997. And actually, apparently, the IP 5997 does exist. Okay. So 5997 is, if you notice, what I randomly selected. I have no idea what that IP address is, but I just selected something randomly. Okay. And that's it. So hopefully that concludes task number 2. In essence, I'll repeat, I guess, just to summarize that, but this is for task 2, where you're of the DNS attacks, where your DNS server is down. I leave to you guys to solve the third one. DNS server needs to be on. The caching of poisoning the cache should be the same command, same settings, so it should no longer be an issue for you. Okay, again, I will repeat, however, this is seed original. If we look at devices in the network settings, adapter 1, NAT network over here. Make sure promiscuous mode is set to allow all. Make sure the MAC address is different from the other clone. I'm going to hit this. If you do if config, the IP is 10.0.2.15. If we ping 10.0.2.4, that's the other VM. We can reach it, no problem. So now we go to clone. So you can see I'm going to go to clone here. I'm going to be clear. Click on devices, network settings, NAT network, NAT network. Make sure you set that correctly. Do here promiscuous mode equal all. For the NAT network setting, there should be something here in, what is it? Should be, there's a setting here that allows you to create that. So the machines may need to be off when you do this. Oh, here it is. So NAT network, this is the option. So you should click on network. And then if you don't have NAT network over here, clicking on this little green button that says add new NAT network should be all that you need. You may get an option for it that says DHCP enable disabled. So just make sure that it, supports DHCP here is configured correctly. Okay, and that should be it for this lab assignment. So this concludes this video.